So here, biogas is generated when bacteria degrade biological material in the absence of oxygen. It is a process known as anaerobic digestion. Conventional anaerobic digestion has been a liquid process where waste is mixed with water to digestion, but a solid process is also possible as occurs in landfill sites. So what is biogas? Biogas is a clean and efficient fuel. It is a mixture of methane, carbon dioxide, hydrogen and hydrogen sulfide. The main constituents of biogas is methane. Biogas can provide a clean, easily controlled source of renewable energy from organic waste materials. Then what is a biogas plant? A biogas plant is an anaerobic digester that produces biogas from animal waste or energy crops. The digester is an airtight container in which the waste is dumped and decomposed, and the gas holder is a tank that harnesses the gases emitted by the slurry. Bacteria within the digester tank breaks down the waste, and as it decomposes, gases such as carbon monoxide, methane, hydrogen and nitrogen are released. A pressurized system, the gas holder conducts the flow of these gases upward into a hole in its drum. Here we can see what is biogas plant. Now let us see what are the raw materials required for biogas. There are forms of biomass below which may be used along with water: animal dung, poultry waste, plant waste, human excreta, industrial waste and domestic waste. What are the types of biogas plant? There are two types of biogas plants in usage for the production of biogas. First one is the fixed dome type biogas plant, and second one is the floating gas holder type biogas plant. Let us see the fixed dome type of biogas plant. A fixed dome plant consists of a digester with a fixed non-movable gas holder which sits on the top of the digester. Its advantage is the cost of a fixed dome biogas plant are relatively low. It is simple as no moving parts exist. There are also no rusting steel parts, and hence a long life of the plant can be expected, more than 20 years. Then the floating gas type holder type of biogas plant. Floating drum plant consists of an underground digester and a moving gas holder. The gas holder floats either directly on the fermentation slurry or in a water jacks of its own. The gas is collected in the gas drum, which rises or moves down according to the amount of gas stored. Its advantage is floating drum plants are easy to understand and operate. They provide gas at a constant pressure, and the stored gas volume is immediately recognizable by the position of the drum. Now let us see the construction of biogas plant. For fixed dome type of biogas plant, first of all we have to make a mixing tank present above the ground level, then inlet tank. The mixing tank opens underground into a sloping inlet chamber, then digester. The inlet chamber opens from below into the digester, which is a huge tank with a dome-like ceiling. The ceiling of the digester has an outlet with a valve for the supply of biogas. Then outlet tank, the digester opens from below into an outlet chamber. Then overflow tank, the outlet chamber opens from the top into a small overflow tank. Now let us see the construction for floating gas holder type of biogas plant. Here first of all mixing tank, it is present above the ground level. Then digester tank, it is deep underground well like structure. It is divided into two chambers by a partition wall in between. It has two long cement pipes. First is inlet pipe opening into the inlet chamber for introduction of slurry. Second one is outlet pipe opening into the overflow tank for removal of spent slurry. Then gas holder, it is an inverted steel drum resting above the digester. The drum can move up and down, that is, float over the digester. The gas holder has an outlet at the top which could be connected to the gas stoves. And last, overflow tank present above the ground level. Then let us see the working of biogas plant. The various forms of biomass are mixed with an equal quantity of water in the mixing tank. This forms the slurry. The slurry is fed into the digester through the inlet chamber. When the digester is partially filled with the slurry, the introduction of slurry is stopped and the plant is left unused for about 2 months. During these 2 months, anaerobic bacteria present in the slurry decompose or ferments the biomass in the presence of water. The result of anaerobic fermentation, biogas is formed which starts collecting in the dome of the digester. As more and more biogas starts collecting, the pressure exerted by the biogas forces the spent slurry into the outlet chamber. From the outlet chamber, the spent slurry overflows into the overflow tank. The spent slurry is manually removed from the overflow tank and used as a manure for plants. The gas valve connected to a system of pipelines is opened with a supply of biogas is required. To obtain a continuous supply of biogas, a functioning plant can be fed continuously with the prepared slurry. Then, what are the advantages of biogas plant? First of all, it is a renewable energy source. Then, it has high calorific value. Then, it is a clean fuel. No residue produced. No smoke is produced. It is non-polluting. It is economical and it can be supplied through pipelines, and at last it burns readily and has a convenient ignition temperature. Then what are the limitations of biogas plant? First of all, initial cost of installation of the plant is high. Cattle owned by an average family of farmers is inadequate to feed a biogas plant and not attractive on large scale. It is not attractive on large scale and it is unstable. Now let us go towards the conclusion. Biogas is a clean source of energy. Biogas plants have been in operation for a long period of time, especially in the rural areas around the globe. The research organization should focus on newer, efficient, low-cost designs. The government can play important role by introducing different legal frameworks, education schemes, and availability of technology, and simultaneously creating more awareness and providing more subsidies.